Hello, Patrick Walchuk here with an update on Ottawa's real estate investment market to the end of August of 2025, and we'll be comparing it to the same time frame last year. If you enjoy getting these videos, hit the subscription button, notification bell, and we'll get them sent out to you every month. So let's get right into looking at the buildings that have 2 to 4 units in them and see what happened in the first 8 months of this year. So overall, the number of sales is a good story. We had 106 of these buildings trade hands, which is an increase of a little over 9% compared to last year. However, the prices aren't keeping pace with the sales. In fact, they're in decline. So the average sold price is, call it $936,000, and that's down over 4% compared to last year. However, they are selling faster in 64 days compared to 102 last year. So moving on to the larger buildings, this is an interesting story because we had 23 buildings trade hands so far, and in a typical year in Ottawa, we'll have 23, 24, 25. So it's like we've had an entire year's amount of sales happen in the first 8 months of 2025, and that's an increase of just 16 sales over last year. However, the same story here, sellers aren't getting the same prices as they did last year. So the average price is, call it $2,038,000, a decline of about 1.5%, and they're selling in about the same amount of time in 132 days compared to 129 last year. Thank you for watching.